Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Duck the Gamer back again with another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the official release date for Fortnite Mobile on Android. Yes, this is not clickbait, this is not speculation, this is not me, oh, it might come out here, it might come out there. Epic Games, not even 30 minutes ago, posted something on their website. They tweeted it out. I checked out the link and they actually gave us a time for when we can expect Fortnite Mobile on Android to be released. So I'm not going to beat around the bush. So Fortnite Mobile did actually release quite a large announcement to go along with the Android release date. So I am going to talk about the Android release date first in this video, and then if you want to stick around and hear everything else that they are going to be talking about, I will be mentioning that after this. But if you guys are here for just the release date, I understand, and I'm going to talk about that right now. So they released this thing. It was around 10 segments long. I would have to say maybe even more about Fortnite Mobile, because really Epic Games has not been talking about Fortnite Mobile whatsoever. It's all been console, it's all been skins, this, that, and the other, and really there hasn't been anything on Fortnite Mobile. They kind of have ignored the Fortnite Mobile community and the Fortnite Mobile scene, but this hopefully will revive it somewhat in terms of the amount of people playing it. So the first thing, Android. Fortnite is coming to Android. It is confirmed. It was always confirmed, just people never knew when it was coming out. We are targeting this summer for the release. Now that in itself, summer is quite the range for a game to be released. Basically, I'm thinking anywhere from June to July. August, you're getting in towards the fall area. People really don't, people are still out from school. They're still, I guess in summer vacation. But in my opinion, I would say June and July is really the prime months when it comes to summer. That's what I think is summer. So if they do release it, I'm assuming either June or July. But as this article says, it says, we know many of you are excited for this release, and we promise that when we have more information to share, you'll hear it from us first. Now, it is good to hear that yes, it is coming out. No, they have not been delaying it on purpose. Android is just a complex operating system to release things on. There's multiple versions. There's 6.0, 7.0, 8.0. I'm pretty sure there's might be even a 9.0 coming out. If you guys don't have an Android phone, you probably don't know this. But also there is probably hundreds of phones, Android phones, that Fortnite Mobile can possibly work on. So knowing Epic Games and knowing how well they launched their updates, their patches, their games, they want this to be perfect. They do not want to release Fortnite Mobile and have it crash on half of the devices. So they're probably testing Fortnite Mobile on every single device possible that they can think of, and then once they're done testing, once they're done developing the app, they'll release it to everyone, and hopefully the game population will get bigger. It'll get better, because it's been kind of stagnant. The game popularity, it's kind of been the same ever since it came out, piggybacking off of Fortnite's success. But hopefully with Fortnite Mobile and Android coming out, some new life will be brought to the game, some more attention will be brought to the game, and hopefully the Fortnite Mobile scene on YouTube will expand, because really there's only a few YouTubers, myself, Roland, GT, Evo, there's some other people, there's some other small people, but really noticeable people, there's not too many of them in the community right now. So hopefully this will help help that out a lot, and we can see some improvements. But anyways, touching on the rest of this update, it is titled State of Mobile by the Fortnite team. So basically they talk about the customizable HUD, and I'm not really going to touch on that too much because I literally made a video 2 days ago and yesterday sort of dealing with the HUD. So if you haven't seen that, I have a video on my channel from 2 days ago explaining the HUD, how to use it, how to access it, and how to change all your buttons if you want to do that. So I'm not going to touch on that too much, but it actually touches on voice chat. We know that communication is key when you're squatting up for that victory royale, so we're working to bring voice chat to mobile. On top of that, you'll be able to chat with your teammates regardless of platform, and that is big, because usually people don't really cross play on mobile. If I'm on mobile, I do have a lot of friends who play on Xbox, so I would actually like to play on Xbox, but unfortunately I can't communicate with them. I'm not going to hop on Discord because they don't hop on Discord, so I would literally just be playing with them with no forms of communication. So this actually is pretty cool to know that they're trying to bring cross-platform voice chat so that everyone can sort of have an equal opportunity and not be at any disadvantages, because Fortnite Mobile without voice chat, like I said, voice chat is key. If you want to get wins, you have to communicate, call outs, all that stuff. So it is pretty cool that they are trying to bring it to Fortnite Mobile very soon. And they also say, we are also looking to make it really easy to mute yourself, other players, or open up all communications with a simple tap. There will be a button on the screen that lets you mute yourself, mute everyone in your party, or go back to open microphone. So this is also good because me as a content creator, me as a streamer, I don't really want to hear people 24/7, because if I get into a game with some fans, or I'm just playing squads and I'm streaming, I don't want to have people talking off my ear 24/7. I love to talk to everybody, but I also have to talk to my chat and, you know, not have a bunch of random people talking at the same time. This is going to be super clutch. So they are keeping in mind content creators and people who just don't want to be annoyed, I guess. So that is a good sign. So the next thing to touch on is gameplay and controls. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but they say we're continuing to work on improvements. Some upcoming examples include improving auto run and adding better ways to fire. Once we roll out these changes, we'll add options to the settings so you can try them out and see what works best for you. So auto run, if you guys did not know, was added a few updates ago. I think the 4.0 update, and it sucked. It almost caused me a few losses, like top 2, top 3 losses, you know, falling out of my 1x1. It was really close. That never happened, but it happened to a lot of the people who I play with. They hopped up in the chat and they told me so many stories of them just falling out because of the really bad auto run that Fortnite Mobile automatically pushed to the game. Now I don't mind if this is in the game, but just make it so you can turn it off or turn it back on. And then everything else, yeah, the gameplay is not too bad. I mean, it's still a new improvement. You know, PUBG Mobile was made by a company who makes mobile games like for a living. Like, that's their company. Epic Games is mainly a console PC platform kind of game. So for them to make a mobile game and for it to be this excellent within only 3 months of a time period, I'm saying they're doing pretty good. You can't hate on them too much. It's still Fortnite Mobile, and Fortnite Mobile Fortnite in general is a hard game to copy over from one platform to another without having too many issues. So installation and size of the experience, this is huge. Every single time I go to update the game to the next patch or the next update, I have to uninstall apps or uninstall songs from my phone or pictures or delete pictures just because I cannot update Fortnite Mobile. I have a 32 gigabyte phone, which is not, you know, small by any means, and I'll have 6 gigs available, but they still want me to have more. Like, it's kind of glitching now. So what I'm doing is I'm uninstalling the app and reinstalling it, so it automatically updates it for me without me having to delete any more apps. So they are trying to fix this issue, which is good because it really sucks. So 3 gigabytes for one update is it's a nuisance. It takes a lot of download time, especially if you have a slow internet. You're kind of getting screwed on this. So game performance, we see some areas where game performance can be improved. We're fixing code to optimize the experience, as well as adding a battery saver mode, which will allow you to increase performance if you choose to lower the graphic quality. It's our first implementation of this option, and we'll continue to improve on it. So this is pretty cool because my game does lag a little bit, especially once again as I play the game for 3+ hours every single day. The game starts to sometimes not handle it. My game lags, my phone lags, everything just starts going downhill sometimes during the stream. So it is cool to see that they're actually letting you turn down the graphics if you want to have a better performance. Now, my graphics aren't already, I mean, they're not crazy good. They are good. So I don't know if I want to turn down my graphics. I mean, if it's a huge bump and I'm running like 60 FPS or 50 FPS, then I might just have to do this and test it out for you guys. Stats, this is also huge. I get asked this so many times. Ducky, how do you know how many wins you have? Well, since my first ever Fortnite mobile stream, I've been keeping a tally on stream. If I get a win, I add a +1 to the counter and make it visible to everyone. You can go back and watch all my wins. I think there's only like 10 or 15 that are off stream, but I do have screenshots of most of them. So stats, many of you have asked for stat tracking on mobile. We are working to improve our stats servers so we can handle many more players, including those on mobile. We're looking to enable this sometime this summer, so probably whenever Fortnite Mobile Android comes out, we can expect to see some sort of stat update or the release of the stat page, because I really hope that whenever this comes out, that they're not going to take away all my wins. Me personally, once again, I know how many wins I have, but some of the people who are way better than me have not been keeping track of the wins. They're probably in the 200+ range, and taking a screenshot of every win really is just not feasible. You know, sometimes you forget to take a screenshot. Sometimes, you know, your phone literally runs out of storage to take a screenshot. So the fact that stats is coming out is good, but I hope they've already I hope they've been tracking our stats, you know, low key on our account, because mobile, whenever you hop on Xbox or whenever you hop on a Fortnite track website, your mobile wins don't show up on your account. So hopefully, I'm praying that they do actually show up in your stats and my kills, because I'm probably at like 2,000 to 3,000 kills, but I don't know. I have no clue, because, you know, Fortnite Mobile doesn't have any stats. So the last thing in this article is the stability. It says, finally, stability is one of our chief concerns. With every update, we're working to fix crashes and other issues as you report them. If you're regularly running into stability issues, please let us know by using the feedback button in the game. So this actually has been quite an issue for me recently in games. I might say, you know, once every 2 or 3 games, I'll get a really bad lag spike where I'm frozen for 3 or 4 seconds. I've actually died because of this a few times. I've either fallen out of my base, or I've been in a battle, my game freezes, and I cannot do anything. You know, I keep moving in game, but you know, my screen's frozen, everything's glitched out. So obviously that is not a good thing that's going on. But also I have heard of people, their games crash, or they can't find a game, or you know, something is broken. So stability, it is a really big issue that has been plaguing the game. So hopefully they are able to fix this. But once again, the game's only been out for 3 months. You can't hate a game, you know, if it's been out for a year and these issues are still going on as much as they are now. I mean, that's a problem, I'm not gonna lie. But 3 months for Epic Games, a game that it's the biggest game in the world. You can't expect to launch the biggest game in the world on mobile and expect it to be perfect with no hiccups. But once again, Fortnite Mobile and Android, I am beyond stoked, because it is proven that I think anywhere from like 15 to 20% of the phones worldwide are iPhones, and that means 85 or 80 to 85% of the phones in the world are Androids. That means technically Fortnite Mobile could see 5 times as many players hopping on the game, playing it, and you know, and making it a better experience, having more content on YouTube, because that's what I want to see. I really like watching content of games that I play. Watching Fortnite on console is fun and all, but watching Fortnite Mobile, I really can't get tips from anybody. I can't get tricks. I can't understand how to be a better player because no one else plays it. I mean, I'm not perfect by any means. I think I'm above average player, but by any means, I'm not perfect. I have a lot of room for improvement, but I just don't know how to, because there's only a few people I can watch, and even them, they're not, I mean, they're good. I'm not trying to, like, you know, diss anybody, but they're not absolutely crazy, not perfect. They're not like a TSM Myth or a Ninja or anything like that. So hopefully this Android release will help, you know, revive the community, get more people on iPhone to play with the new HUD update. People on Android, they can finally play it, and they can stop asking in my chat, when is Fortnite Mobile Android coming out? So hopefully, guys, this video was informational to you all, and hopefully you did learn something new in it. Once again, I'm super excited for Fortnite Mobile Android, and I will be playing with people on Android. I might actually even like play on my tablet if it works. I do have an Android tablet. It's kind of old, so I'm not sure if it's even going to work in the first place, but if it does, I will try to do a stream or just try to goof around on it for you guys. Yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go and drop a sub to the channel. I do upload daily Fortnite Mobile gameplay content, live streams, all that good stuff. And also, if you guys did enjoy this, once again, drop a like at the video. I would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, it has been the boy Duck of the Gamer, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.